Hey guys, this is Tiffany from The Next Chapter with Tiffany, and I wanted to come on here and talk a little bit about a subject that seems to be really resonating with me right now. I've been doing a lot of thinking lately because I've got a lot of things going on in my life right now. I apologize. I haven't been consistently posting, and I've been trying to lock people down to get some recording in. And if it's not technical difficulties, it's time, right? And I had a great weekend this last weekend with some high school girlfriends that just mean the world to me. I've got all these new friends that I've made since the latter part of last year, some after the first year. I just feel so incredibly blessed that I am literally surrounded by some amazing human beings that just happen to be women. The funny thing is I have struggled for most of my life with trust. And I don't mean trust in regards to whether somebody's going to cheat on you, or trust with, are you going to steal from me? That kind of trust. The thing with me, and always has been with me since I was a little girl, is trusting that somebody would be there for me, trusting that somebody would fight for me, trusting that you'll make the right decisions for me, by us, for us, all of it. And I've had some pretty crazy women in my life. I've it's I don't make any secrets about the fact that, I'm a daddy's girl. And my mom and I we've had a lot of issues because I am so different from the rest of my family in a good way. I'll just say that, in a really good way. I'm very different. And with that difference comes this person, this still a little girl in here, that always felt like I wasn't safe. I was the youngest of four. The older ones were super close. The one just above me was a jerk and was allowed to treat me like crap for years and years and years, and say crappy things even to my face in front of people, and was allowed to just get away with a lot that was just something I would never allow. And it has to do with feeling safe. And with safety is trust, right? So they go hand in hand. I never realized all of that really about me until I got older. And especially in the last, I don't know, 5 years or so, really the last three, with dealing with so much family crap going on, where you start to realize that you're not batshit crazy. And maybe the other people have some issues that they need to figure out. And that's okay. It's not my problem. And you just figure out, after going through life lessons, after hardships, after getting heartbroken, after getting what you felt was betrayed, after whatever it is that brings these things out. If you're the kind of person like me, you start to dive beneath the surface and go, what the hell was that? Why does that feel the way it does? Why does that affect me the way it does? And why do I still feel like that little girl that was always just glomming for people's attention and just figuring, I'm just adapting and I just need to retreat into myself and just go away and I'll be fine. Yeah, I'll be fine. I'm fine. We're fine. It's all good. I'm fine. That's kind of how some of us deal with things, is we just kind of retreat, and you learn how to adapt. And I am very adaptable. And I've learned that is more of a defense mechanism than anything, being easily adaptable to other people's lives and other people's situations. That's okay. I can do this. That's okay. I've got this. I can make this work. I can make that pretty. I can do that. I can fix you. I can do all this because I'm adaptable and I can make it happen. And in the end, you end up being the one that ends up losing, being the one that's looked at differently, which is totally fine, being the one that is always the fighter, always the one that says, well, wait, no, I'll do that because I can fight for you. I am that person. I will show you that nobody can fight for you like me. What's funny is with that thing I know about me now, I've realized that all of those things that I will do for people and that I bring to the table in any relationship, friendship, sibling, daughter, you name it, I bring to the table all the things I wish I had, all the things I wish I got. You know, well, that's what I can do. So if I do that for you, then you will do that for me. And I've been doing that for so long with what I would consider to be the wrong people in my world, then I'm the one that ends up depleted. I'm the one that ends up going, what? Why is what I'm bringing not good enough? Why is it that all the things I can do, all the things I fight for, and all the things I can show you that I'm of value and you need me in your life, why does that always fall flat? I've realized that it's because I'm giving those things to the wrong people. I'm giving those things to people that don't value me, that don't see me, that would rather be in their own circle of whatever it is that they consider their thing, their people, their equals. I am not those people's equals. I am light years out of that, whatever sphere they live in. I am, in my mind, above that. I'm way above that in a lot of instances. And I see that now. I'm not tooting my own horn. I'm not sitting here going, I'm better than people. I just know that I am better than that situation. I deserve better than that situation. I deserve more respect than that situation. I value myself more than those people value me. So I'm giving myself my heart, my love, my I'll fight for you and I'll do all these things for you. I'm giving that to the wrong people. It's, and I'm not necessarily talking about a man woman relationship. It's the whole spectrum. It's always trying to be something to other people to prove my value when I shouldn't have to prove a damn thing, because just being in a relationship with me as a friend, a sibling, a daughter, a lover, whatever it is, that should be enough. They should recognize the value in what I bring, as I should recognize the value of what they bring to this relationship. The fact that you end up repeating the same cycle over and over and over, that's the part that's upsetting me the most. That's the part that makes me go, duh. And that's because my love language is more of the anxious attachment than the actual really good, solid, yeah. Attachment styles are interesting. And I know it stems from my childhood because my dad was always gone. My mom was doing what I guess some people would say the best that she could. I don't believe in that stuff. I believe people meet you where they are comfortable with, and not necessarily the best they could do. I don't believe that. Once you think about it, you probably go, you know what, you're right. They could have done better. But you can't judge how much somebody gives or doesn't give, because they too have their own story. They too have their own baggage. They too have their own attachment styles. They too have their own blah, 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 right? It could go on and on to infinity, what we all pack around. And this isn't the blame game. This isn't any of that. It's just acknowledging what I know now and dealing with it the best I can and working through it the best I can, and realizing that I've given myself away so many times since I was a little girl to people that didn't deserve me, didn't deserve my loyalty, my love, my hard work, my I'm always available, I can do this and let's do that, and I'll be there for you when nobody else is. And then at the end of it, it's like, who's there for me? Who's there for me? I just now realized I'm giving it all away. I have given it all away so many times. It's painful. It's really painful. I deserve better. I deserve so much better. I'm not upset because I don't believe that I'm worthy, because I know I am. I'm not upset because I'm doubting who I am. I'm upset because I know what I'm capable of. I know what I do, and how passionate and giving, and because I love helping people. I love giving. I've sacrificed a lot of things in my life for other people. And now I'm staring down the barrel at almost 55, thinking, what the hell have you done for you? Where's all that for you? Where's that fight for you? I gave and gave and gave and gave and gave for so many years. I'm still doing it here for my parents. And yet again, I'm doing it alone. I'm by myself. I've given up so much. And I call it sacrificing. And I'm not saying that I regret it. I'm not saying that. So that's not what I'm saying. Disclaimer. What I'm saying is, I'm glad that I'm here. I'm so glad that I'm here. I'm glad, and I'm filled with gratitude that God has led me here right now. I wouldn't be who I am if it wasn't for all of that. I wouldn't see what I see, feel what I feel. I wouldn't have the heart that I have to give and to be there for people, and to try to always put a bright spot in their day, and give them a smile and a hug, and those things I love to give. I am just now at this point in my life getting that back. And it's in the form of these amazing women that I have found, and these amazing women that I already have. Anyway, I cannot be more grateful. So I'm not that kind of person who goes, oh, I made so many mistakes. God, yes, I made so many. Oh my God, I made so many mistakes. Oh my God, the bucket is overflowing full of, the label says Tiffany's mistakes, or Tiffany's fuck ups, bad decisions, dumb, dumb, dumb. It's full. But you know what? I own it. I own it. I had a wonderful day yesterday. I had a wonderful weekend. I had old friend time, getting out of town. It was amazing. And then yesterday I had to go back up to the mountains. One of our friends forgot some of her stuff at this rental that we stayed in over the weekend. So one of my girlfriends and I went back up to the mountains, and I was, we talked the whole time, and it was absolutely beautiful. And I just cannot stress enough that being at this phase right now, where I'm at, and surrounded by these amazing women, and knowing that I have a tribe, I have an army, I finally have somebody that's willing to encourage and love, and the checking in, and the, hey, are you okay? Hey, how's it going today? Because I do that all the time for people. I just love doing it. I don't do it because I'm like, well, kudos to me because I'm a badass. It's not that at all. I genuinely want to know, how are you? What's going on? Are you good? Are you doing okay? I've got friends that have lost children due to horrible circumstances. I've got friends that have lost their spouse due to horrible circumstances, in death. I mean, I've got, so much that is just gushing out of me in empathy and love for all my friends that are suffering from so many things, from abuse, from addiction recovery, all these crazy, crazy things. I love checking in. It's imperative that we all check in with each other. We have to. If you care at all about people and you want to get some of that back eventually, you will just give and never think twice about it. I just now in my 50s, I'm finding that. You know, I've not saying that my friends that I've had over the years don't randomly check in. I'm not saying that. So not that at all. It's the the all of a sudden this wave of it, and it's when I need it the most, and it's with multiple people. I'm so grateful. I'm so beyond grateful. Check in with people. Ask how they're doing. Tell them that you care. Who cares if they don't respond? It doesn't mean anything. Don't overthink it. It doesn't matter. You put that energy out, that loving energy that's going towards that person. You know what's going to impact them. They may not respond today, next week, whatever, but it may have totally made a change in their day. That counts. It counts. I'm an emotional wreck right now. I'm going through a lot. Got a lot on my plate. I definitely have a lot on my plate, but it doesn't change the fact that I still want to be there for people. I'd rather focus on other people than sit here and cry and wallow in my own shit, you know? I would rather do that any day, because that takes your eyes off of yourself, and that giving loving spirit is healing when you give it to somebody else. It is so healing. And I really am really enjoying that camaraderie and that mutual love with my girl friends. There's a lot going on in my life right now. I have a lot of decisions to make. Never thought I'd be at this stage in my life in my 50s and not have a retirement, not have a fallback, not have more than I have. But it's because of the decisions I've made to give to a fault, essentially, to give and build other people's dreams. And that wasn't reciprocated with me. I've done it multiple times. And then the one that ends up walking away from it because you have to, because it's not yours, is me. Again, character building. Again, not complaining. Stating facts is what I'm doing. I'm stating facts. This is my pattern, and it has to stop. It's time to look inward. It's time to self-protect. It's time to build on what I have here. It's time to focus on me. I will never change that part of me that's giving and always loving on people, checking in on people, and just trying to spread the love and be a shoulder and be a listener, because I love listening. This is why I'm doing this podcast, because I want to have conversations with people. It's very valuable, and I want to get to know people. Everyone has a story. And sometimes those stories are riveting. Sometimes they are gut-wrenching. Sometimes they are ridiculously amazing. And sometimes they are shattering. But we all have a story. I want to know these stories because I want to get to know the human. And I want to know what makes them tick. I need the same thing. I need that because I'm human. And I'm going to hold out for it. I have to hold out for it. I want people around me that genuinely want to be around me and see the value in me, see what I can bring. And and enjoy my company too. I'm a dork. I know I am. And I'm okay with it. I'm a dork. I like all things Star Trek, Ozzy Osbourne, to turn around and Marty Robbins, Johnny Cash, and Conway Twitty. I am a country girl. I'm an avid hunter, but I can also, you know, adapt to whatever situation and be in a crowd of blue collar dudes to famous people. I don't care because I love being around people. And I think that living the way I've lived over the last 6 years off grid in the mountains in the most beautiful place in the world has not done me kind in a lot of ways. It's interesting what seclusion will do to a person. Seclusion can be super healthy when it's needed, but to live like that and to be away from your loved ones and the people you really want to be around that feed your soul, if you're not around it, I think it's a detriment. I think that lifestyle can be very detrimental. And I've chosen to leave that lifestyle. As painful as it is, there's a season for everything. There's a time that sometimes you just have to make changes, as painful as they are. There's a time and a season. And I am no doubt in a new season of my life. I've rebranded the podcast to the next chapter, which is funny because that's my life, the next chapter. It's like, oh boy, maybe it's just a whole new book. I don't know, but I'm definitely turning pages. So I'm seeking out what I need, and I'm not afraid to do it. Does it hurt? Yes, it hurts. I love my life in Nevada. It's not going to be easy, but things have to change for me to get what I want out of this life. And being the age that I am and not having the retirement and everything that I need because I put my life on hold for so many other people. And I'm not talking about my children. I'm talking about relationships that I have derailed what any potential career I could have had multiple times in my life for others because of what I thought that was what I needed to do. Let's do it. And then years later going, that was dumb. That was so dumb. Yeah, but no regrets. I just have to adapt. I have to make decisions that bring me to a point that I'm doing things for myself. Now, is my life my own? No. No, it is not. I have made a commitment to be here and care for my parents. I'm just going to come out and say it. It's very, very lonely out here. There are multiple family members nearby that do not come by, that don't ever come by, that don't even pick up the phone. And it's not okay. So, being that doer and the lover that I am and the protector and fighter that I am, this is me. This is what I do. I did it almost 3 years ago when my brother did what he did to my parents. I mean, many, many years in the making, and was finally held accountable almost 3 years ago. I did it then, and I haven't stopped. I just was going back and forth between here and Nevada and trying to have a balanced life. But it was never far from my brain and my heart that I needed to be here because nobody else can do what I'm doing. And I don't really care what anybody says. That's a fact. It's a fact. Nobody is doing what I do for my parents on a daily basis. It's my place to do it, and I'm here. And I don't complain. Just the biggest complaint is, where's everyone else? Yeah. Anyway, Check in with people. Check in with them. I say that because of what's happening out here. Check in. Be present. Live in the now. Definitely think about your future, but today is today. If you're wasting your time fighting each other, saying horrible shit about each other, being disrespectful, being absent, living your life selfishly, and I'm saying that from experience, there's lots of people that I know that are living their lives very selfishly right now and not thinking about people that need to be thought about and checked in on, and just show up. Time's passing anyway. The amount of time you waste on your phone, you'll never get back. It could be years by the time that you're dead that you have wasted on that damn phone. Put the phone down. Be present. Don't future travel. I do it all the time. The second I wake up in the morning, I'm future traveling. And don't travel in the past. I work on it all the time because I'm really bad at that. And I'm trying so hard to be present, take care of things that are right here, right now in front of me, be present in my kids' lives, be present for my parents, be present for my grandbaby, be present for my friends that are hurting and struggling. Be present. Because you know what? Tomorrow, next week, next month, next year, you'll be older, hopefully wiser. But these days you have now, this time you have right now to be present and be there and check in on those people that you say you care about, they may not be here. Then what? It doesn't make any sense to me. So I will continue to be present and try to be active in the roles that I play in other people's lives. I want to be their rock. I want to be that person for them because that means everything to me. I get a high off of helping people. I get that rush. And people that are selfish and self-centered and just disappear and aren't involved when others need them, you don't get that time back. You don't. And it's sad, but I guess in the end, that's on them, right? I wrote some things down yesterday before I left on this road trip with my friend. And I mentioned it to her. And what I said was, life is so short. Why do we waste so much time of it in turmoil, in resentment, anger, sadness, etc.? Soon enough, the people will be gone. And then what? I wrote that down yesterday. Something triggered it in me. Why do we waste so much time in turmoil? Think about it. The time that we waste even when we're in a relationship, when you say you love somebody, and yet all you do is complain, belittle, disrespect, pick apart, bust their balls, question them, question their integrity, question their loyalty. Why not just be? Why not just enjoy? You can never get that time back. And you know what? You may never get that person back. Then what? Right? Then what? When it's gone, it's gone. When that person's gone, they're gone. Why do we waste so much time? I don't understand it. I'm not saying I'm perfect because I'm not. But I can promise you, I'm a fighter. I'm a fighter. And I want to fight for those I love. And I want to be present for those I love. Stop wasting time. Stop living in turmoil. Stop being the hamster on the hamster wheel. You'll never get that time back. And you'll never have the same chance today that you have right now to be there for that person and be what that person needs from you. You'll never get another chance, possibly. And if you do, you are fucking lucky. Don't squander it. If you need to make changes, make changes. Make it happen. I won't regret anything I'm doing out here. I won't regret any of it because I'm here for the right reasons and I'm giving them some sort of semblance of a life. If I wasn't here, there wouldn't be anybody out here. It's so heartbreaking and I don't get it, but it is what it is. It's a fact. This is not me just blah, blah, blah. This is a fact. And I really don't care who hears this. I know it because I'm here every day. The people that you love and that love you and that really, really value you deserve to have you present in their lives and deserve to have you check in, especially parents. Even though you may not have a great relationship with them, I get it. My God, I get it. The right thing to do is to check in. It really is. You'll never get that time back. And sometimes parents can be a pain in the ass. I know this. We all have our moments with our parents. I get it. But you know, in the end, you probably end up being the adult in the scenario. Kind of like me right now. I'm the adult. I'm the one that's acting like a parent now because they're declining and that's just the way it is. Some of you have been through that. Some of you are going through that and some of you will go through that. And it is not easy. But again, you won't regret it. You won't. Be present. Check in. I appreciate you guys listening. I know this is very emotional. I'm very emotional right now. My dog is sick. I'm moving here. My life is kind of in upheaval. I get lonely. But I'm here and God has put me here for a reason. So I take my job here seriously and I'll do what I need to do to make the life I need to make. Life goes on. Turn the page. Start a new season. I'll be 55 in August, and I figure that this year is going to be one of the biggest years of my life. And I say big, big and change. Definitely big and change. God has a plan, that's for sure. I may not know what it is yet, but He has a plan. Anyway, guys, I really appreciate you listening, watching. I really appreciate the feedback. I would really appreciate if you would subscribe to my YouTube channel, like everything, follow me on everything. As you can see, I made myself a cool hat. The next chapter with Tiffany. I just wanted a new hat and I wanted to see what it looked like and I freaking love it. So yeah, looks great. Anyway, I'm very, very grateful for all of you. It means a lot to me that you guys are there and loving on me when I need it. Here we go again. If I had any control over my emotions, that would be really great. But I don't. I should have been in the movies because I can cry and I can't hold it back and it sucks. So it sure as hell isn't on purpose. It is definitely just me. Anyway, thank you guys so much. See you next time.